Alright.
No.
What?
Guys, we're married.
Hey guys, we're married now.
Woo! And hello.
Sorry, it's been so long.
It has been long. We didn't get to post a patron video last week. We're also by a loud road and our fans on.
Our fans
super hot.
Blazing hot right now.
But yeah, just with all the craziness of the wedding last week, we didn't post a patron video, and then yesterday we are still kind of regrouping. So we're gonna get back into the swing of things, post this video, and we'll be back at it on our Tuesday routine.
One thing, I mean, this is only like our second patron video, and we want to make videos that you guys want to see. So you guys let us know what videos we should be making.
Yes,
we got some awesome recommendations from Lanessa, so I think is what you're about to say.
Yeah, we actually had lots of recommendations for videos, and we're going to continue to go over those topics. Today we were thinking, you know, just because of how things have been at the wedding, we wanted to just kind of do like a soul chat with you guys, and we'll get into more of the specific topics with BLM land and everything a little bit later in this video, but we want to kind of talk about this new piano that we got, and yeah. So I guess we'll start a little bit with one of the topics that Lanessa left down below, which was about BLM land versus campsites, and we wanted to kind of expand upon that idea and talk about the pros and cons of BLM land in general, because right now we're parked on someone's property, and in a couple days we're going to be heading back into the mountains to find some BLM land to park on. And while we're so excited to get kind of back off the grid completely and be like away from main roads and kind of just be back in the zone of Chad and I and our cats and living zeal again, the big compromise, of course, with being on BLM land is oftentimes there isn't very good service. And so, you know what I mean? Like there's that awesome aspect of being off the grid away from people, but there's also that compromise because you don't, at least for our business, we don't get to continue to connect online.
Yeah. So, for example, we went up the Poudre River for our first series, and we told my mom and we told her mom, and we forgot to tell Eric, my best friend. And so while we were gone, you know, we had no cell phone service, no way of getting a hold of anybody, which was really nice for us, but apparently while we were gone, Janie, Eric's wife, you know, was like sending out messages on Facebook, like, has anyone seen Chad?
Calling
and
the
Zaina,
police.
like calling the police.
Like,
and,
where are they?
because they were really worried about us. And that was the first time. The second time we went off grid on BLM land was during the West Coast Wandering trip, when we went into the woods in Oregon. And we had so many messages when we finally got back online that were like, you know, we're really worried about you guys, a lot from you guys, which is really nice, but we don't want to worry you guys. So that's a big compromise with going on BLM land, is you're really out in the middle of nowhere. We're thinking though about getting satellite internet, so that's something we might look into. Yeah,
right now we just use our T-Mobile hotspot, so obviously that automatically gives us a huge compromise because T-Mobile isn't the best internet or the best cell phone provider. But I think that after everything that we've been through with the West Coast Wandering trip and with the craziness of the wedding, we're kind of willing to take that compromise to an extent in the next week or so, just to kind of like de-stress. I'm an introvert, Chad's an extrovert, so being around so many people the last couple weeks has been really kind of exhausting, and it's been sort of hard to like get back on our normal living zeal routine, but we're working at it.
Yeah, exactly. We're excited for the BLM land. So that brings us to one of the pros of BLM land, which is you get to camp somewhere for free for up to 14 days, which is awesome. I mean, you can really, if you do it right, you could live on BLM land indefinitely.
Yeah.
Jump around to different spots.
Especially if you're like in Arizona or somewhere that doesn't have the winter as a compromise.
And it seems like about 10 days is really what our max is for going off grid with provisions and stuff, what we can hold. So that works out perfectly. Just 10 days, and then you go get some more provisions, your water and what you need, and then you just go to the next spot. You can kind of bounce around like that, which is so really cool. And you always get beautiful spots. BLM spots are like more beautiful than most campgrounds I've ever been to.
Yeah, and I think that I was just thinking back to some of the other things that Lanessa posted, just about being grounded when you're traveling on the road. I feel like personally my best setting is when we are off the grid, and I don't, even though it's not the best not being able to connect with Living Zeal and online, it's so nice to not even have the option to get online, because it makes us look at the things around us that we can do for entertainment. So like, I read books more, I write more, I play piano, I will play piano more now that we have the piano, when I don't have the distraction of constantly being connected. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. One of the big disadvantages of BLM land is It's out in the middle of nowhere, and you have to go try to find it. And sometimes when you find it, you can't actually access it, especially with the bus.
Yeah.
So that's a big disadvantage. But that also means you're going off the beaten path, which is what you want. So, you always have to weigh out the bad with the good. I'd say the biggest one for us is the no service. Is the biggest con, and the biggest pro is obviously just being out in the middle of nowhere.
And sometimes, the BLM land in Colorado at least, because it's kind of harder to access and because it's more like deep in the mountains, it's expensive to go to BLM land. Unless you know that you're going to go there for like 14 days or whatever, it's expensive to just go on BLM land for like 3 or 4 days and then hop back and forth into town because you're wasting a lot of money on gas. I mean, I think that's always what we consider. The further out we go to find BLM land, the more money we're spending. And because we're on such a tight budget still, that's sometimes not a worthwhile compromise. Sometimes we'd rather just park on the side of the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, not all BLM land is created equally.
Yeah.
We've definitely come across some that's just the most beautiful views with fire pits, with bathrooms and trash cans and stuff. And then you come across some that are just, like dirt pull-offs on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Or not even that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're questioning if it even is BLM land. Sometimes you're like, this is a BLM paradise.
And the other interesting thing, and we don't know exactly when, but in the near future we're going to be heading out to the East Coast, and something we just recently discovered, or I recently just discovered, is BLM land is only on like the western states. So we're not going to be able to access any BLM land as we travel out east, which is kind of a bummer. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning for that is, except for there's just maybe more maps of land out west, less populated.
I think we're not going to have too hard of a time if we find good industrial areas.
Yeah.
All right, so
this is just like a splooshy video.
Yeah, we're just splooshing her together.
Okay, so we're gonna get into this in the Living Zeal video, and some more Living Zeal videos in the near future. We've done a renovation in the bus, and again, we'll do a more in-depth video about that. But we got a piano at a pawn shop 3 days ago, the day after the wedding. Yeah, we took some of the cash that we got for the wedding. We're like, we need to get a new laptop because we've only had one laptop this entire time to use, and it makes it kind of difficult for us both to work when one person's using a laptop, the other one's just kind of twiddling their thumbs. So we got another laptop, a refurbished one that is amazing and works really well.
But it's awesome.
Yeah, we got it from a pawn shop, so we got a fantastic deal on it. It was such a blessing. And then when we were walking out of the pawn shop, we saw this amazing 88-key Casio keyboard with weighted keys that feels like a really professional piano.
It's really nice, yeah.
And we
looked it up. It's like $600 or $700.
Yeah, and we got it for like $180.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a splurge, but not really, because we've been using it so much the past couple days.
We've already gotten. I mean, we've probably put 10 hours worth of practice into it.
And I have never played an instrument in my life. I don't know anything about reading music or playing an instrument at all. Chad obviously plays guitar.
I play guitar. I played piano for like a year and a half when I was 9, but that's not anything I took very seriously.
I took like 6 piano lessons a really long time ago, so yeah, we're kind of starting from zero with the piano.
I went to Goodwill the other day and found some piano books, which are super cute and have
75-cent piano books.
Yeah,
they're like for kids.
So we've been learning on those. We almost have Hey Jude all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really practiced in a few hours. But.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been really, really cool, and it just kind of got us thinking something we want to share with you guys, and we're going to, again, go into more depth about this, but like, there's always that misconception that people tell you that, oh man, I wish I would have learned whatever it is, a new language, an instrument, a sport when I was younger. I don't know where that comes from, that thought of like, you can only learn something really big and new when you're young.
The thing I think of is your time gets more separate. As you grow up, you have less time to spend on things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, which makes sense. But for us, because of the way that we've shaped our lifestyle, like we make piano a priority, and because we don't have to actually leave to go to work, everything that we make decisions every single day on exactly what we want to fill our days with. And lately, it's been like a lot of piano practice, and it's been so rewarding. Me being able to learn a new instrument, always having like a passion for wanting to know more about music.
She's doing an amazing job, honestly. Zaina's picked it up so fast, and we're excited to show you guys our progress as we go along.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should we put a little tidbit of Hey Jude in?
Sure, we'll show you where we are right now.
Okay, we're gonna...
3 days in.
I've only been practicing this little bit for Hey Jude for like a couple hours.
Oh, there might be weird. There might be weird interference too. Apologies for that.
Shoot.
That's
It's
okay.
not bad.
We'll see. We'll see if we can make it work. We apologize. They're our patrons. They forgive us.
There might be some weird interference, so we'll just do it quickly and then we'll sign off. All right, ready, baby?
I'm gonna put this battery in charge for the fan real quick. Okay.
Okay.
Let here on this side.
We've committed to not editing these patron videos, so whether you like that or hate that. All right, ready?
All right, friends. Hey, Jude.
Okay. Wait. Ready, set, go. Are we playing together?
Yeah. I'll do the dun dun dun. Oh, do you want me to do the? Or do you want me to play the exact same?
Do you want to play it with me, or do you want to play the chords?
I'll play the chords.
Okay.
Can you handle it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Wait.
That's the hard part.
Remember to no.
You got it right on G. There you go.
So that's all we have so far.
Okay, friends.
All right, friends.
So that was our effort at playing piano. See, I'm glad that was the first time you guys saw it because now we can only go up from there. So next time, you'll see how far we've come on Hey Jude.
Exactly.
But
until next time, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. We'll be having lots of Living Zeal videos coming out this next week, and we're gonna try to get better at Patreon videos. Forgive us for being weirdos, but you know we can only do what we can do.
Side. Yeah.
We do. All right, we'll see you later,
We'll see you later, guys.
Bye.